Hey. Sean! I took your advice. It was very good advice. Sean.
Look, I can see that you think you know me, but I don't know who you are.
Movie Thing Podcast is here. Yes, quite. I am Brandon, and I'm talking in a weird voice.
Because you suck.
Really? What are you, 12? Your mom...
Apparently you are.
Your mom sucks.
So does your father.
Oh, yes, this is simply ravishing.
I don't know why we're trying to all be British regal people talking
Because
shit to
fuck you.
12-year-olds. I do say, your penis is small.
Yes,
I
your
do
member
say.
is quite tiny.
Your social stature is quite a laughing stock.
Oh, yes, so if you're here to listen to regal British voices,
That's just podcast.
Yes. I do say you look a little unkept today. I do say. Anyways.
And I say so well.
Anyways, I'm Brandon. That's Scotty over there in that corner.
Hey.
And the guy with his finger up his butt is Nick.
Alright.
You can pull it out.
We share the same corner.
You guys share the same corner. And that was not Nick's finger, though. Anyways.
No, it wasn't true.
It was my thumb.
Ew.
It's more comfortable to sit on.
Yeah, I could imagine. Alright, yeah, we are the Movie Thing Podcast, episode, because it's the one show I can't remember what episode we're on, no matter what. So yes, here...
Only there was a way you could keep track of these things, like writing it down.
Or, having a website that has numbers.
I know, it'd be weird if we had like some website that kind of archived all this stuff, so that way we can search it at any time that we pleased.
No kidding.
Yeah, speaking of which, yeah. Hello, everybody. I just want to say this is the Movie Thing. Yeah, Movie Thing Podcast on the Bloody Screen Podcast. Please visit our website at bloodyscreenpod.com. It is a great website that one of our people built, that he's no longer with us. He's still, he's still going through surgeries to make him some type of cyborg. So
I call it menopause.
Menopause, yes. Yes, anyways, let's go on with... How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah, I had a weird incident this morning. So, my room isn't the most kept thing in the world. But, I look underneath my bed, seeing what the hell is going on under there, because my dog is dicking around. And all of a sudden...
God, how many dildos did you find?
Yeah, 4. Anyways, I put my head near the ground, and all of a sudden I see this spider literally jump at my face. Now, I'm not a squeamish fellow, but if you ever want to hear Brandon scream like a little girl, have a spider jump at his face. That was, truth time, I don't like spiders. They're nasty, creepy, crawly little sons of bitches that, they need to be eradicated! Or at least just kept outside. I actually get pissed off at the people who try to be like, let's put them outside, so that way they can find their way back in.
Right, because, they don't live here already.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just throw them back in the backyard. That's their natural habitat. It's like, kill them. They have like 800 babies apiece. So, yeah, they can eat a dick. They can eat all the... Actually, no. Keep them off penises. Why wasn't that on Fear Factor, guys?
What do you want? I want a penis on my penis.
Well, no, spiders on your penis. Like, what? So, your challenge today there, Jim, what is it? We're gonna get you fully erect by looking at this porn, and then we're gonna drop a bunch of spiders on your dick. You can't move, because that would scare any man, imaginable. Anyway.
Even Superman wouldn't be able
Don't worry, you guys, I've got this.
Nick's like, little do you know, I have a spider fetish.
It's called arachnophobia.
Arachnophobia, yes. I really dig the 8 legs. When I used to watch that Spider-Man cartoon and he grew an extra 2 arms.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Nick, you been doing anything interesting at all?
Define interesting.
Non-pornographic.
Damn it.
No.
That was my week.
Wait, are we talking watching or making?
I want to say either.
Okay. Then no.
And we are joined by New Guy. Hello, New Guy.
Wait.
Hi.
Oh, hey, new guy. Oh, God. I didn't even notice. God damn, you're like a fucking silent assassin. For all I know, you're behind me with a knife.
I told you I got this. I'm sorry.
No shit, Nick. When you said I got this, I was figuring you were talking about the spiders on your dick.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
was too, actually.
So, Michael, you missed that little part of our
Brandon,
conversation.
Brandon.
Yes.
It's called multitasking.
I was looking at the screen the entire time. Way to go, Skype, for not even telling me that our good new guy just showed up. How's it going, man?
Doing okay.
Doing okay?
Yeah, I just got on Skype, so.
Okay. What, you been up to anything interesting? You know, fight with homeless people at the soup kitchen, or you know?
Apparently, porn isn't interesting anymore, so
I guess
don't say
not.
porn.
Nick and I's week is just fucking ruined for this conversation.
Yeah, no. Your porn habits are no longer interesting anymore. We can only hear about how many times you watch donkey shows on the internet before we get sick and tired of it.
It was only one donkey show, and it wasn't very interesting, so I moved on to tigers.
The other one was Asian girls exchanging bodily fluids.
Oh, God.
And mules don't count as donkeys.
No, they don't. They
Two
count as
girls,
asses.
one sippy cup. Yes. Anyways, Mike, you do anything interesting, anything noteworthy?
Caught up with Game of Thrones season 4.
And you
Excellent.
keep that's where you
Excellent.
stop that sentence as well.
High five, Michael.
Because some people do not own, HBO of any sort. So I have to catch it when it comes out on Blu-ray and DVD and all that fun stuff. Anyway, or if Amazon Prime decides, like, hey, we got every other HBO show on here. You want to add Game of Thrones? Nah. That seems like work. Yeah. Honestly, we don't really do much. I literally just started playing some more Watch Dogs this week, and that's the highlight of my whole week. That and reading some comics. I have to say, comic fans, The Future's End, that new DC 52 thing, it's pretty damn cool. It's pretty damn cool. That's about the only new one that's worth noting. Because that and Amazing Spider-Man, which has been going on for a few months, but I just now started reading it, and it's also pretty badass. So, those are two series I'm going to keep up with. Michael, you comic guy?
Used to be. I mean,
Used to be.
the only comic I've really read is DNC, but that's about it.
Oh, okay. That's
about
fine.
it.
That's fine. Yeah. Cool. Alright, anyways, yes, let's move on to... what did you guys watch this week? Anything of noteworthy? Let's go around the virtual table to... Nick, I never let you start, so here you go.
Yay!
No, fuck you.
Let's see, where do I begin? There was the X-Men collection, all 7 movies.
Including Origins, right?
Yes, including Origins. A Million Ways to Die in the West, twice.
I want to see that. How is it?
It's pretty fucking funny. And a Scanner Darkly.
A Scanner
Oh.
Darkly. That's... Okay, that one you're going to have to explain, because everyone else knows about the other films, but...
It's an older movie, probably early 2000s.
Mhm.
It's a really weird brushstroke cel-shaded animation with motion capture, I think. And stars Keanu Reeves, Woody Harrelson, Robert Downey Jr., Winona Ryder, and some other people. And it's about a drug information officer who's tasked to spy on his druggy friends and gets hooked on the drug they're all on, which, some crazy pill that makes you hallucinate and shit.
Oh, so it's Dread.
No. They don't go in slow motion. It's like meth times 4.
So it's like the Matrix, because, you have Keanu Reeves, pills. Is this kind of what was actually happening during the Matrix? He was just running around.
Because, the cops in this universe wear these weird suits that make them, different parts of their body constantly changing. Kind of like when Mystique loses her powers in X-Men The Last Stand. That's what they look like.
They just turn naked and kind of hot?
No, I'm just saying,
they just
start freaking out.
Okay.
They can't be picked up by any voice recognition or biometric scanners. And no one knows who they are. Yet, people in the suits are like, oh, hey, Mike, what's up? And even though they all look the fucking same, just this mass of people walking around.
I think the effect looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so good animated film with a bunch of pretty big name stars, I have to say.
Yeah, it's one of the old like cult classics, kind of an underground movie. It's like you either like it or you've never heard of it.
I had never heard of it, so I will need to definitely check that out because that's why I had to make you. Because like, as much as I would love you to explain all 7, X-Men films.
Okay, first movie they fight each other. Second movie, some more people show up and they fight each other.
Third movie, they fight each other.
Anyways, fourth movie, just dog shit.
Third
just
and
steaming
fourth.
pile of crap.
Let's just mix those two into one. Anyways, yes, Michael, what have you been watching this week?
Besides Game of Thrones, I also watched Rick and Morty too.
Oh, how is that show, by the way? I saw the trailer and it was funny, but
the show is really good. I mean, it has really good writing and everything. It's kind of improv-ish. I don't know, but it's just very smart show. It's really good.
Nice. Do they keep up with that 2D thing? Because that was one of my favorite things in that goddamn trailer they showed, where it's like, Morty, you don't even have a back! And he turns him around or whatever and just, And it was one of my favorite freaking trailers I saw. I never got around to watching it because, it's on Adult Swim and all that fun shit, but I don't know. That's something I really I kind of want to check out. That seems like one of the better
you should definitely check it out. It's very cynical. It's also very satirical.
Oh, nice.
And it's a lot of fun.
Anything else, or just those two?
Watch the movie called In a World. It's about like voice actors, kind of like an underdog story. Really good.
Nice. Documentary or fiction?
That's fiction.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very good. And I also watched A Single Shot. And what was his name again? I forgot. But he's like one of those underrated actors. Sam Rockwell.
Oh, Sam Rockwell. Shit.
Oh, I like Sam Rockwell.
And, like the beginning is so intriguing, and then it's just terrible after that.
Michael, I have to admit, you do go find the more indie films around here. That is nice. Scotty, what'd you watch?
Well, I've been watching my Futurama, because I fucking love Futurama.
Yeah.
Some Red vs. Blue, because why the fuck not?
Oh yeah, I watched that too.
And I watched a really weird fucking movie last night called Mr. Nobody.
That's on my queue right now on Netflix, but I just haven't gotten around to watching it.
It's mindfuckery at, like, times 12.
I love those kind of movies.
Yes.
It's weird as shit to think about, and then at the end, it's just like, boom.
Boom. So basically the entire movie you're scratching your head like a chimp, and at the end you're like, I get it now!
Well, it's basically like a movie that struggles to find what's really reality.
That sounds
really
like
a great concept.
Yeah.
It is. And then at the very end, it's just like, do you even exist? And then everything just fucking blows up. It's like, what?
Okay. I'll have to check it out.
It looked weird enough, and I thought it was fucking, like, Spider-Man guy for a minute, but then it was just like somebody else.
Jared Leto?
Yeah,
it's Jared Leto.
Jared Leto.
Yeah,
but it was actually a pretty good movie.
I haven't watched anything worth a shit, really. I watched Prometheus, which, after watching Prometheus, I have one big problem with it, and that's the ending. And
Never seen it.
Yeah. And also, the fact that is one of the few, that movie is supposed to be the prequel to Aliens, and it doesn't explain shit. It actually makes it way more confusing.
It explains, where the xenomorphs came from.
Hardly. That thing you can't count as a xenomorph at the end. That's like a xenomorph's second cousin at the end.
It's the alpha xenomorph. God.
It's Bill. It's Bill.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was just like, that movie just raised so many questions. I'm just like, well, why did this happen? And what? Why? Don't worry about it, fucker. And it sets up for a sequel I don't think we'll ever see.
Because it didn't do very well.
Yeah, that's why I say, oh, you guys were really presumptuous about this movie doing really well, weren't you? Because they held no barred with that one. They're just like, yeah, there's gonna be a sequel to this. Look how it ends. And they're like, oh, people didn't like it.
Fuck.
Shit. Yeah.
I forgot. I also watched Sherlock Series 3.
Oh, yeah, I need to get onto that, because Sherlock Season 3 just got on.
Did you even watch Season 2?
Well, yes, I have a list! Dude, ever since HBO got Amazon Prime, my list of TV shows just expand by 15.
So, no.
So, yeah, I think, actually, the show I'm currently watching is still Star Wars. I'm on Season 4. And
See, I figured, each season of Sherlock is 3 episodes, so I just tackled it in a
Oh
day.
yeah, no, that's Sherlock's easy. I mean, yeah, the Sherlock's easy to tackle. There's like over 20 episodes in Star Wars, but goddamn, do I love me some Star Wars. And it just keeps.
Do you just
getting
watch like season at a time, or what?
Yeah, basically. I'll watch a season, then go to another show, watch a season. That way, I don't burn myself out on the show. You're trying to watch an entire series on one sitting. So yeah, season 4, it starts out really kind of shitty, but towards the end, it gets really freaking good. And I'll give you guys a little hint. The moment you see a whole storyline based on the clones fighting a war, I know that's really vague, but they're in a one big battle against not the droids, but against an indigenous species of, on some planet. That's
What are you doing?
Ewoks.
I think that's Scotty typing really fucking loud. But yeah, season 4 is pretty awesome. Other than that, I haven't really watched too much. Besides, Million Ways to Die in the West, where our review shall be up tomorrow. Speaking of which, now we should go into the top 5 box office. This is gonna be basically for, I will say, the weekend. This last weekend. So not this weekend, but last weekend, because we do this show on Fridays and we actually record based on Fridays, we have to get last weekend. Sorry people, we won't know how The Edge of Tomorrow did until it's irrelevant. So, anyways, let's go on to, number 5. Number 5 is really sad for me to even see in the top 5. It dropped from last week. Last week was number 3, now it's number 5. What is it, guys? Come on. Let's play the guessing game again. I missed this.
Gojira.
Godzilla. No.
Gojira?
Yes, it's Godzilla. The second time it was Godzilla. The first time, no. But second time, fuck yeah, it's Godzilla.
Michael. So.
Michael, you gotta guess.
Chef.
No, not Chef. Chef is down to number 9, sadly.
Oh.
It is the Adam Sandler shit fest known as Blended. Congratulations, Adam Sandler. You made $8 million in the weekend. Your total budget of $40 million. But guess what, guys? He's only made $30 million. Guess what? No, everyone's sick and tired of your shit, Adam Sandler. Woo! You haven't even made your budget yet, buddy. Ha ha. Yes. So, yeah, I don't know why I have this weird hatred against Adam Sandler all of a sudden. But yeah.
It's not sudden.
Well, it's not sudden. It's not, it's not really hatred. It's just more me sick and tired of seeing crap shoveled out. Anyways, number 4 is, what is it, guys? Last week it was number 2.
Gojira.
Yes!
It's gotta be Godzilla now.
Yeah, it is definitely Godzilla. Godzilla, as they love to put 2014, I'm like, could you guys just put a subtitle past it, Just Godzilla, Wrecker of Worlds or something, something just so you don't have to be like Godzilla, semicolon, 2014. Anyways, that weekend it made $12 million with its total budget of $60 million, which makes its total gross $174 million. Guess what, folks? We're definitely seeing a sequel. It's doing fairly well. I think after this actual week, this is going to be out. It's no longer going to be in the box office. I don't see people wanting to see Godzilla anymore. Michael, I haven't heard from you. Did you see Godzilla?
Yeah. Yes.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I really did.
You really?
Actually.
Okay. Wow. I'm feeling like I'm in the minority of someone who just kind of thought Godzilla was just, it was okay.
No, I mean, I had a lot of complaints, but I still overall liked it.
I didn't walk out of the movie hating it, but, if I see a giant monster movie...
You didn't want story, you just wanted action.
I'm gonna admit, I'm the guy who preferred his Pacific Rim over some Godzilla. But, that's me. I have my, when I see a giant monster movie, I want it to be more Michael Bay-ish and less,
Well, I like Pacific Rim because it's got fucking GLaDOS in it.
That's the only reason why. It's like,
nice.
fuck yeah, GLaDOS! Everything else can suck a dick. Eat shit, Gypsy Danger. I want
Get some
GLaDOS.
cake in that bitch.
Yeah, I know. Cake is a lie! You giant freaks. Alright, anyways, number 3 is a brand new movie, but I'm gonna let you guys guess which one it is. What is it?
Is it A Million Ways to Die in the West?
Yes, it is A Million Ways to Die in the West. With $16 million total. They never released the budget, so I don't know what it's compared to. But
3 motherfuckers!
yeah, it started out number 3, not the strongest, but honestly, as I said in the review, this is going to have a very niche market. It's not going to be something that everyone, I'm not going to see a bunch of grandmas going to go see A Million Ways to Die in the West. You're not going to take kids to see A Million Ways to Die in the West. And honestly, most people under the age of 40 are not gonna, or over the age of 40 aren't even gonna see this movie. So this really has like basically the males 17 to like 30 in it. Yeah. Otherwise, it's a fun film. I'd suggest go seeing it if you haven't seen it. You know,
everybody who loves Ted.
Yeah, if you like Family Guy humor at all, then you would like this movie.
It's different. I think that's why a lot of people like Ted over Family Guy, because Ted is... It's not fucking Family Guy. Like, well, I think he just kind of gave up on it.
No, he still has some of the same humor. In this movie and in Ted, he still does the fart jokes, he still does pedophile jokes, he still does all his same jokes that he presents in Family Guy. He just presents it differently. He doesn't have some well, I guess Ted had a man-child. But say A Million Ways to Die in the West, he doesn't have some man-child. This is as if, say, Brian went back to the, he just channels one of his different characters that he does.
Yeah, it's better that way.
Yeah, no, it is better. It is better, and it's not so sporadic and stupid like Family Guy, but it is still his same humor. Number 2 was a knockoff.
I guess Maleficent.
No, number 2 got knocked off from number 1. It was number 1. If it's not Maleficent, it's not Male 50 Cent.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's gonna be X-Men Days of Future Past. Its number 2 was knocked off its giant tower. It was only it was only 2 weeks in. It only had 1 week of being at the top before it got,
I think that's because everyone's like, let's go see X-Men now!
I know. Yeah, its total budget was $200 million, and its total gross so far is $162 million. It probably will make its budget, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is a great movie. It's probably one of my favorite X-Men movies. I still might like First Class just a wee bit more, but I still do enjoy X-Men Days of Future Past a hell of a lot. Yes. You didn't care for it too much, though, Michael, from what you said.
No, I like the movie.
Oh,
I still kind of like First Class a tad bit more. It's my favorite one.
Yeah,
I felt like I'm kind of smarter than this movie for some reason.
Okay, yeah, we haven't heard from you. Me and Nick already presented our opinions on this film. Michael, what was your problems with this film?
A lot of the parts is like, the dialogue. They're spoon feeding you everything, like expecting that people haven't watched the past X-Men movies or whatever. I kind of wish that they wanted, I kind of wish that they stayed in like the post-apocalyptic cities, like, following Wolverine around fighting Sentinels or whatever. Could have been cool.
Oh yeah.
I've never read the comic, but
I agree with you with that. My biggest complaint with it was I felt like between the First Class and even the Wolverine, I missed an entire movie because they just kind of start out with the world being fucked up to shit. And I'm like, I would like to see what happened. I'd like to see them kind of maybe explain a little bit more how Professor X is back. And I'd also like them to show why half
I'll tell you that at the end of the third one.
That hardly counts, dude. That's a very, very end. It's like, that's one of those end credit scenes that are after the original end credit scene. Like, no one stays to watch that. Once you see the first end credit scene,
there was no first end credit scene.
Yes, there was. It was the Magneto thing.
No, that was right before the... Well, okay, I guess.
Yeah, that was the first
end credits. It was like, let's start the credits, go like 2 lines in, and then we'll show this scene.
Exactly. Well, that's what everyone assumed. I walked out of the theater after that. Why would I stay after the entire thing? Avengers did the same thing, where they showed Thanos, and then all of a sudden at the end they're like, oh yeah, here's the shawarma scene, because everyone cares about that.
Yeah, but this one, it's just, he wakes up in a bed, just, hello.
Yeah, and they never, that's really such a shitty scene, because they're like, yeah, we never mentioned that he had a twin brother at all, but here you go.
Twin brother who apparently is also paralyzed.
Who is also paralyzed and looks, never explained before, but whatever, we all have our problems with the last
about to say he looks exactly the same?
Yeah, I was about to say that. Shut up. Anyways, number 1 is a movie I haven't seen, but I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. Melissa. Male 50 Cent. Yeah. It's number 1. It was 69,000 this week.
I heard it was really good.
Yes. 69,000. Or 69 million. Whatever. Fuck. Yeah, I heard, I'm in hearing mixed things about it.
I have a girlfriend. I have to see it eventually.
I'm hearing that it's good.
I wanted to go see A Million Ways instead.
I hear it's good, and I hear also people have some huge complaints. It really depends what kind of moviegoer you are.
And you don't like Disney.
I don't have any problem with Disney. I don't care for like Mickey Mouse and shit. I have no love for him, but Otherwise Disney produced films, Disney produced films are fine.
I mean, for like people who are like fans of Disney, I mean, outside of that, who would this movie appeal to?
I see it as, it might be interesting to see, like, we gotta see the other side of this character, but besides that, I have no really appeal to see it. I mean, I don't know. It's just, it's a different take on a children's film. I guess, I don't know, I had a choice between seeing that and A Million Ways to Die in the West, so you guarantee which one I was going to choose. So, yeah, it's doing pretty well. We probably won't ever see it for a while. I mean, I may Redbox it when it comes out, but that's about as far as it goes. Yeah. Anyways, that was our top 5, brought to you by, guys, name a product. Vagisil. Ew, God.
Skype.
Yeah. It's brought to you by Skype because that's what we recorded it. Yes. So, let's move on to some news. So, you guys, hey, you guys like the Arsenio Hall show?
Nope.
I guess.
I guess. I never watched it, but, back in the 90s it got canceled. Well, the new news is that it's also canceled now. It lasted basically a length of 1 season, and CBS said, yeah, we're done.
Yay!
Yeah, so I think that was part of the CBS was it CBS that had Community and dumped everything, basically?
No, that was NBC.
NBC, no, that was NBC. Alright, yeah, you're right. So yeah, this is part of the thing of, hey, guess what? Honestly, sorry, Arsenio. No one cares about talk shows that much. I mean, honestly, how many talk shows do we have right now? We have,
80 million?
I know, we have late night, yeah, we have like Conan, we have fucking, Jimmy Kimmel, we have...
The Late Show, The Late Show.
Yeah, The Late Show.
The Tonight Show.
Yeah, good God. We have too many goddamn... We used to have George Lopez, but I think he got canceled too. So, yeah, they have a lot of freaking ones. I think we need to narrow it down because honestly, it's really, basically, I don't even know anybody who watches those. Let's just put it down. I don't know. Do any of you guys watch late night talk shows?
No, but I'm tempted to start watching The Late Show when Stephen Colbert takes over.
I would be tempted that. Yeah, the Stephen Colbert might be, but I have to try to get in the mindset that he probably will be doing different humor than what he did. Because,
it's a different demographic.
Yeah, different demographic. He can't be sitting there just doing political news the whole night. I mean, granted, when he does political stuff, you guarantee he's going to be great at it. But, he also has to make pop culture, which I think he can do that just fine. He's a really good natural comedian. Yeah. Oh, God. Who doesn't like Colbert? Raise their hand and then you can go home. Yes. You can get off our live podcast. It's not actually live. In some aspects it is, being that, I don't edit worth a shit. But anyways, yeah, fans of Arsenio Hall show, it's gone. I don't know what to tell you. He has just the worst of luck with shows. Maybe we shouldn't bring him back for another time, like 10 years from now. So, the only reason why I pull this up, because I want to hear your guys' opinion about who would you like to see play Indiana Jones. But, we heard the rumor, we actually covered the rumor of Bradley Cooper playing a young Indiana Jones. Well, that was debunked. Now, the new rumor stands that Robert Pattinson, people may remember him from the Twilight movies as little, shovel face from Twilight movies. They're rumoring him now. They're saying, he's the top list right now of playing, if they do a reboot. I mean, Disney has not announced, but for whatever reason, Robert Pattinson's at the top. Now, say if they went with this, my first reaction would be no, because this dude has no acting range besides mopey asshole. That is not what Indiana Jones is. He is not mopey at all. So we need someone who's very charismatic, who, basically we need someone who could do like a Nathan Drake. I would say Nathan Fillion, but he's old and fat now, so we can't have Nathan Fillion.
Oh, shut up. Nathan Fillion's not that old.
But he is fat.
He's getting there, yeah.
Yeah, he got a little chubby.
He can work himself back into shape.
I'm not saying he can't, but yes. But basically, this brings me to the question, because it was just a rumor, hardly counts as news, but I do want to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you want to see? Who would you like to see play as Indiana Jones?
Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse, yes, let's have him playing that skinny little guy. That definitely screams Indiana Jones to me. About as much as Lex Luthor or something. Scotty, who would you want to see play a younger Indy?
Oh, shit, I can't even think of any young actors at the moment.
Michael, think of any young actors.
I think like a tad bit taller Tom Hardy.
Ooh. Tom Hardy wouldn't be bad. Tom Hardy. Honestly, Chris Pine. Chris Pine would be pretty good. He plays a really good Captain Kirk. He's very snarky. I could see him playing in Indiana Jones. I mean, granted, I mean, if you want to make, get someone who looks like Harrison Ford, well, Bradley Cooper's probably closest, as long as he straightens out his hair, but, honestly, if you're just going for a good, smart and, snarky kind of guy, I'd pick Chris Pine. He'd be pretty damn good.
You'd prick about anything,
I'd
buddy.
prick about, yeah. It's been a while. So, anyways, I'm rather curious if Disney will ever do that. Scotty, you pick an actor that you want to see?
I don't even know.
You don't know? I'll pick for you. You want to see Mark Ruffalo.
I want to see Mark Wahlberg. Yeah.
No. They were about to make him Nathan Drake for a little while there. I'm like, he is not Nathan Drake. I'm sorry, Mark,
No,
Wahlberg.
Nathan Fillion is Nathan Drake.
He literally damn near is. I was like, Jesus Christ. Hey guys at Naughty Dog, did you watch Firefly? And just say, I want him, but more, just a different
Him and Indiana Jones had a baby.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yes, if they had a baby, and then they abandoned that baby.
And that baby looked exactly like Mal.
Yeah, if Mal and Indy had a baby, and then the baby took more traits from Mal, and then they abandoned that baby in South America, that would be Nathan Fillion.
This conversation's getting hot.
Hell yeah. Alright, so let's go back into, this was for some reason in TV news, probably because Sci-Fi is going to be, making it. But yeah, it turns out that Sharknado, it's getting a sequel.
Woo!
Who would have guessed a tornado with sharks could happen twice in a lifetime? Not this guy.
A hurricane.
Weather forecasters?
Weather forecaster. I'm predicting that we're going to get a tornado with sharks coming this way. So
the Sharknado sphere is at SharkCon 12.
I want to see that fat black guy from to the Day Show. Just start doing that.
I want to see Ollie from Family Guy. Oh, hey, Sharknado!
Let's go be a Sharknado!
What's like, Ollie? Sharknado!
I just want everyone to have chainsaws. Just chop them up.
Oh, yes. I never actually saw Sharknado. Did any of you guys see the original?
I need to watch it.
I did see it, and it was great.
Yes, you have. So, Sci-Fi, they're just kind of acting up to the whole, fuck it. Like, we're not even going to try to do anything worth of quality. We're just going to keep putting up these B movies that involve, for some reason, sea monsters. I put that in, like, sea creatures for the most part. Carnivorous sea creatures. They're like, okay, so they had, like, the Piranha Hurricane, which I'm trying to, they actually said it in this article. Hold on. Oh, Piranacata. Oh, God.
What?
Yeah, like Piranaconda. That's what they call it. Okay.
Like Gincata?
Yeah, no, Piranaconda. That's what it was.
Piranaconda?
Yeah,
that sounds fucking terrifying.
Yes, it was. I'm picturing that's like an anaconda and piranha and some weird hybrid creature.
That sounds fucking cool, though.
Yeah, that's what they got. And I have to dig Sci-Fi for getting whatever, scrounge up whatever money they get for selling these movies and just saying, fuck it. We don't care how bad the CG looks. We don't care how bad the acting is. Because this is something for film buffs to be like, we need Terrible Movie Friday.
Terrible Movie Friday. We need to start that.
Yeah. Actually, for a while there, me and Nick were doing that. And then, Netflix decided you can't watch movies at the same time anymore.
Oh, yeah, I hated that shit. I liked the party thing.
Yeah, they decided that, and we were like, well, fuck, it'd be a pain in the ass trying to be like, okay, let's set up this day to go, fuck it. Yeah, whatever. But, Sharknado 2, the second one. That's what the subtitle is for whatever. I don't know why they couldn't think of another one, like, Sharkier the better, or,
Well, no, like, the joke in the back room, because everybody at our work loved fucking Sharknado. The joke in the back room was, Sharknado 2, son of Sharknado.
Yeah, you know what? I would have preferred that, not just the second one, or, look out, Sharknado 2, look out New Orleans, or some shit.
This time it's teeth.
I know. This time it's personal. I don't know. I would have preferred any other, but the second one just seems just kind of like, come on, you guys got Sharknado, but you can't figure out a better subtitle. I don't know.
Lazy titles.
Yeah. But yeah, they did a teaser trailer. I never actually watched it, so I'm tempted to actually watch this one. I don't know. Do you guys know? Did Netflix actually start getting these movies on there?
I think Sharknado is on Netflix. Yes.
Sharknado is on Netflix. That's why I need to watch it.
Was Sharktopus on Netflix too? I need to start getting on.
Yes, I think so. Actually,
no. They had like Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus, but they didn't actually have Sharktopus.
Oh,
another classic.
Yeah, Sharktopus. Oh god. Oh yeah,
The acting in that movie is just quality.
Michael and I are just like, what the fuck are these two talking about?
Surely you guys have heard of Sharktopus. That was all over the internet for a while.
For like all of the 20 days that it was famous.
Yes. It was, yeah. Well, it was internet famous where everyone was like, oh shit, you see this? And the next day it was like, what are you talking about? Sharktopus?
No,
So
even
it was
better
like
is
Cat famous?
Yeah.
Lake of Blood.
Lake of Blood.
Yes. It's an Animal Planet movie about a lake full of man-eating lampreys, which if you don't know, they're basically jawless eels.
You know what I want to see? I want to see a whole horror movie based off those things that swim in your penis in the Amazon River. Because that's what I want to see a horror movie about, like where they just take it to the next degree where it goes up your urethra and you're just like, oh god, and you start like eating.
And then it possesses you.
Yes, like make it into a zombie flick or something. Like that's what I want to see.
Actually, that is on Netflix.
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh god, and every man who watches that movie just, tightens up everything.
It's some like fucking independent Japanese movie, but I did attempt to watch it, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" No, like because oh wait, no, it was about the same thing, except it was like tapeworms. It wasn't the thing that swims up your pee hole. It was the thing that eats your stomach.
Dude, to fucking I have to say, ever since I watched that episode of House about tapeworms, goddamn, I'm so scared to ever because she got it from like eating bologna. And I'm like, oh, come on, really?
I like bologna.
I know. Like, now I always cook bologna. Because I am so, and they pulled the tapeworm that was like 2 feet out of her stomach and shit. I'm like, tapeworm's nasty.
Did you ever watch Mr. Meaty?
No, I never watched that.
They had the same kind of deal. It was like tapeworms, and they were like 6 feet long, and they would like grow sentient and go fucking kill things and shit. It was weird.
Tapeworms that's one of the medical things that I just no bueno. So
there's a lot of no bueno medical things.
Yeah, well that and the skin eating disease and all that. There's just so much shit. Don't ever look about, never go on WebMD just like, hey, why does my knee hurt? Because they'll be like, oh yeah, you probably have this flesh eating disease that's like slowly eating away your, knee for whatever reason.
You have cancer and dire diabetes.
Yeah. It's probably diarrhea.
Dire diabetes?
Yes, it's like diabetes, only dire.
Yes. Thank you, South Park 6 of Truth, for making that joke, like, everywhere. So
that's actually, like, the first time I've used that.
I know. No, ever since you used it a couple times. I can pull up the archives and probably, listen for 4 hours straight, and then I'll be like, he said it was like penis for dire or something.
You could, except for the fact that you can only count to 3, so you wouldn't be able to get past the first, week of our recordings.
Alright, anyways. So, MGM, they're decided to remake the Magnificent Seven. People who don't know what that is a Western that was based off the Seven Samurai, which, that is a classic movie I still need to see. I have it on my Amazon wish list, but it's like $50 just for the Blu-ray, so I'm a little, timid about buying that. But Magnificent Seven was an old TV show where a bunch of cowboys got together. They're a bunch of, outlaws, basically get together and they start, dealing out justice. Old West style. And they're planning to remake that into an actual movie. They also made a movie on it, but it was also a short-lived TV show. But the best news is that, Tom Cruise, he's out. He decided, no, I don't want to be part of this. But Denzel fucking Washington, he's in. And I say, hell yeah, I'll replace Tom Cruise with Denzel any day of the fucking week. Cause honestly, I'm a Denzel whore, so yeah. But they're also gonna get, basically they got an early draft from the guy who is currently the creator of True Detective, that's on HBO.
When are they gonna make the sequel to Snakes on a Train? They need to make that.
I think that is the thing.
They need the whole trilogy. Snakes on a plane, snakes on a train, snakes on an automobile.
I think Snakes on a Train, though, was actually made by a different studio. It's made by that, what is that? Asylum.
I didn't even fucking know it was a thing. I was just kind of saying words.
No, it is. No, Asylum makes a bunch of those. That's why I think on Netflix you can still find Transmorphers. That's an Asylum film where they make, they just really make bad parodies or bad versions of those movies. They're kind of like they're like another version of sci-fi. They have
Atlantic Rim.
Yeah, Atlantic Rim. Yes, they do. They basically take whatever the hot blockbuster is, and they just make a horrible, shitty other version of it. Actually, it depends who you are. You know, if you're really into bad films, then then it's awesome. If you're not into bad films, then it's like, bleh.
I'm into terrible films.
Yeah. So, before I get into the big news we got, or the big speculation news we got, so Scott Derrickson, the guy who wrote, Sinister and The Exorcism, and he's also directing, to my knowledge,
Deliver Us from Evil.
Thank you, Deliver Us from Evil, which I'm properly excited for, because that trailer looked fucking badass. But yeah, he's in for the director's chair for Doctor Strange, which, honestly, a guy who has so much to do with the paranormal and horror, I'd love to see him take on the other paranormal, magic stuff in the, comic Doctor Strange. So, awesome. You guys have any thoughts on about that?
Never really seen the comics, so I can't really say.
I'm seeing Sinister and Exorcism and Emily Rose. He knows how to make, really creepy atmosphere, so I think
Sinister was
this is
pretty
pretty
creepy.
good.
Yeah, I think it's good. Granted, he can't, knowing Disney and how they have their, how they kind of have their Marvel universe all in one area, I don't think he could take this movie to a dark route as much.
Which
is kind of what it demands.
Yeah, well, yeah, Doctor Strange, it's not the most brightest story in the world, but it's also, it can be more mystical, kind of, I think they're gonna make him take it more of a Harry Potter route and less than a, Exorcism of Emily Rose route, which, honestly, I would love to see a horror film with, Doctor Strange in it, a horror, action film with him fighting off actual demons and all that, and just, that'd be something cool.
So by Harry Potter route, you mean being a box office whore and making 8 movies?
Yes and no. I don't know. I don't know how it really depends. Cause so far, Marvel really hasn't made any huge fucking messes in their universe yet. That the Disney owned universe, I should say. They haven't had their Wolverine origins where basically everyone just got together and said, fuck that movie. They've gotten close. Like Iron Man 2 and 3. Those are pretty close, but they weren't really the nail that just says, well, I'm gonna be really wary about what's happening now. So far, everything right now, you just being like, oh, yes, awesome, excellent, oh, give me more, get all over my face.
I still think it's funny that they're trying to sabotage their own characters.
Oh, with Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they got, I don't know, to my knowledge, that's still rumor that Marvel's going to stop making the Fantastic Four comics just to be a big middle finger to Fox. But I'm like, they wouldn't do that to X-Men because X-Men sell a lot, but Fantastic Four has its own little just fan base, so if they stop doing that, they may piss off some Fantastic Four fans, but,
All 20 of them?
Yeah, I was going to say, well, fuck them. They're there's about 4 Fantastic Four fans, so yeah, congratulations, guys.
Well, in Colorado, so let's be fair. So there's let's just say it's an average of 4 per state, so there's to be about 200 Fantastic Four fans.
Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, around the 200 range of Fantastic Four fans. Still, that's dick for money. I don't know if that's a real thing. I haven't really heard any more news on it. So here's time to get on our speculation train. Choo-choo! So, this article, Variety, apparently has started saying that DVDs are going to be on their way with the VHSs. By 2016, DVD days will be done.
Well, if that's fucking true, they need to make the Blu-rays cheaper.
Blu-rays are pretty damn cheap, dude. You can find Blu-rays for $5.
No, the Blu-ray players. There's some that are still fucking outrageous money.
Yeah, it's called a PlayStation, so that way you get it all in one.
Yeah, it's called fuck you, because I really don't give a shit.
Well, you clearly do, that you're looking at Blu-ray players.
Well, seeing as how I pretty much have 2 already, I don't really give a fuck. I'm just saying, for people who don't have them, they're not the cheapest beast.
No, they're not the cheapest. Blu-rays aren't cheap, and this article kind of says that Blu-rays might be on their way out too, which I say, no! Because...
oh yeah. How's that PlayStation working for you now, Brandon?
I like owning my physical copy of shit. As a guy who owns a lot of fucking Blu-rays at this point, I don't want them to go away. I want to keep getting more Blu-rays.
God damn it!
I like having my Blu-rays, and I like having, I wasn't really on the DVD train as much as I am now on the Blu-ray.
Back in my day, we had Blu-rays for miles.
And honestly, they say like the streaming thing and the digital downloads are taking over, but hey fuckers, guess what? Blu-ray still looks better than most digital downloads.
Definitely.
It does. It looks better than any streaming. That is a fact. I mean, watching Prometheus on Blu-ray, I have my problems with it, but it's a beautiful fucking movie. Like, good God, was that beautiful. And this is where I'm getting on a little bit of a rant here and how much, I know, I'm kind of just sucking Blu-ray's dick right now, but I really do like my physical media, so.
It's okay, you're good at sucking cock, we all know it. Nick taught you. Nick taught you everything you know.
Yep.
Look at Scotty making friends. Anyways, I want to know what your guys' thoughts about DVDs going out. Do you guys think this is true that in 2 years from now that it's just going to be basically gone?
I doubt it.
No, I don't.
Me neither.
Yeah. I can see, they say DVD sales have dropped 28% since last year. I was like, yeah, they probably have dropped. That's DVD sales, because motherfuckers are probably buying Blu-rays and or doing the digital download shit, or just using fucking Netflix, too.
Or Redbox.
Or Redbox. A lot of people don't buy movies. I buy movies because I like that, I have that occasional moment where I want to go back and watch it, and just having the movie just at my own will.
Sometimes like, oh, the internet's down. I guess I better put in a real movie.
Yeah,
especially like, at my house, the internet and the cable are connected, so if the internet goes out, the cable's also out.
Oh, that's... also, Nick, that brings up another point with, like, the Netflix thing of saying, like, well, yeah, sure, the Avengers is on Netflix right now, and you can watch it as many times as you want, but it won't always be on there. Eventually they're going to take it down, and then the time when you're like, oh, I wonder if the Avengers still on. Oh, it's gone.
That pisses me off. Like, there's some movies on there that I want to watch again, and then it's just like, oh, no, it's not there anymore. Haha, you suck.
Hell, I had Netflix back in the day when it was awesome. Back when they used to get stars. Oh.
Yeah. Like, fucking Gamer used to be on there. I loved that movie.
I like Gamer.
It's not there anymore.
I like Gamer, but I was, like, back when, District 9, I watched on Netflix before I owned it.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, yes, I don't know. I don't believe it's going anywhere anytime soon.
I doubt it.
Yeah, it's, especially 2 years. That's really presumptuous there, Variety Magazine. Saying like, oh yeah, 2016, when we get like a new president and everything, that's when, what is the new guy that they vote in going to be like, no more DVDs! Burn them all!
He's going to put an embargo on DVDs.
And also, I think they're also miscalculating the fact that there are a lot of people here, like not here in this, like in our podcast, but in America, who don't adapt to technology as quick.
Oh, hell no, dude. I just barely got my dad to have a new fucking computer, and his computer was Windows XP.
Oh, yeah. See, exactly my point. So people just got to, people have been used to DVDs for over a decade now. They're not going to just give them up just willy-nilly. Like, VHSs, they were around for, I don't really remember. I think they were around maybe for a couple decades, maybe 20 years.
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe 15. I'd say 20 is a little stretching it, because I want to say they started in the 80s and they died in the 90s. So, if...
Like Kurt Cobain!
Yeah, oh, Jesus. Oh, Scott, that is awesome. Yeah, so, that's my whole thoughts on it. Do you guys have any more thoughts about DVDs going anywhere? Or...
That's... they're gonna live on forever like, laser discs.
Oh, yeah, they're not gonna live on forever, but, I just
laser discs for life.
LD, bro. LD.
Eventually everything will be digital, sadly enough, as much as that pains me. Because I'm
like, give it 2 decades at least until it does that.
I'm gonna be that old crotchety man. I remember the days back when I used to be able to own my copy of, Aliens.
Funny thing is, that's actually kind of the premise for, Mr. Nobody.
Really?
He's, the last mortal in a world full of immortals, and he's like 118 about to die.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Do you think they would figure out how to keep him alive by then?
So
I think I just kind of said, fuck it.
Fuck him, it's one dude.
Pretty much.
But anyways, that is it. I mean, do you guys have any news that you want to bring up with the movie?
I actually got a lot of news.
Oh, shit. Good job. Thank God you're here, Michael, because, whew. All right, Michael, well, go on with your news.
I don't know if anyone cares, but Jupiter Ascending got delayed to 2015. I mean, sure, Arkham Knight like people were pissed off because of that, but I mean they had the trailers like deep in the game, and like the movie's like less than 2 months away. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well,
that movie did look interesting.
It looked interesting.
It was
enough.
interesting.
Yeah, especially when they said, actually, with me from the creators of the Matrix trilogy, I was like, all right, I kind of dug the Matrix one. And so I'd like to see
good explanation there.
Yeah, I'd like to see what they do with Jupiter Ascending. Granted, I wasn't really too keen on them. Honestly, that looked like they were forcing in that whole love story with Channing Tatum and what's her Mila Kunis, but I was like, I'll be willing to deal with it to see how this is about. And plus, I think that trailer has the most times saying Jupiter in it.
Probably.
Like, it holds the record for that. But yeah, I saw that news story too, saying it got delayed, and I was like, that's about the same as, it's in the same realm for me as like when they delayed G.I. Joe Retaliation. I was like, oh, that happened.
Because that was a great fucking movie.
Oh, God, that was worse than the first one. Yeah.
I actually watched that this week too.
Oh, what do you know? Mike, what other news you got?
I don't know if this is really new news, but Jurassic World is scheduled to begin filming at an abandoned theme park. It's pretty cool.
Like what? Abandoned Elitch Gardens or something? Like, you're gonna see a T-Rex walking across
Mickey Mouse's face.
Yeah.
This is Six Flags New Orleans. It's been shut down for a while now.
Oh, wow.
But
really?
That's pretty close. Yeah, damn. Okay, so they're gonna film the entire movie in a abandoned theme park.
I doubt the
Not
whole
the
thing is
entire
going to be filmed there.
Okay, I was about to say, they probably want jungle, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's
And how many movies film on one location? I mean, come on. What is this, a horror movie?
Yeah, I was going to say, have you heard of the prequel Star Wars trilogy there, Nick? They never left a studio. Yeah, that's interesting enough. I wonder I'm kind of interested about that movie anyways. I mean, is it actually a reboot or just another addition to the series?
It's the
I think it might
fourth
be a
one.
sequel.
Oh, hold on. What?
I think it might be a
Addition.
sequel.
Okay, sequel. I was like, you guys did the exact same thing.
You need to learn to listen to two people at once, Brandon.
Yes, I need to grow that ability to be able to hear two people talking at once. How dare I?
Yes, how dare you? It's not that hard to do.
I thought you worked at Walmart, fucker.
Yes, I thought I did too. But anyways, what other news stories you got there, Michael?
Did you guys like This Is the End? Seth Rogen and...
It was okay. It was a little...
Yeah.
It was alright.
Never watched it.
Those same guys who like made the movie, they're working on like a rated R Pixar kind of film called Sausage Party.
That doesn't
It's really
sound
weird.
gay at all.
Yeah, that sounds kind of shitty, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what
Animated
they're thinking.
Bruno.
Yeah, it's like, is it gonna be like, what is it? Do they have a premise of what Sausage Party is gonna be about?
It said it's like gonna be set in like a supermarket or whatever. But all they're talking about is just gonna be like a weird, like, filthy sounding, like rated R Pixar film or whatever. And I think foods are the main characters? I don't know.
That's gonna be strange. I mean, it'll be an interesting concept to make a funny movie that's based around food in a grocery store. That'd be interesting.
Sex puns.
Yeah, full of sex puns and probably weed jokes, or you know how the Seth MacFarlane, or not Seth MacFarlane, Seth Rogen people are. They kind of rehash the same jokes in every movie, so you'll see a lot of the same ones. I guarantee Seth Rogen and probably James Franco and Jonah Hill, all those assholes are going to make their appearance as a voice or whatnot. But that's probably a pretty expensive venture to be going through, because animation, to my knowledge, especially like a Pixar kind of animation, it's not cheap.
Yeah, they talked about that too, but actually their budget's under $20 million.
Jesus, okay, never
Like less
mind.
than District 9.
Hey, guess what? Guess who talks out of his ass? This guy!
It takes fucking forever, though, I'll say that much.
Oh yeah, you do know animation there, Scotty, so yeah.
I do.
That's, you do? Alright.
I do.
Yeah, what other news you got? That's interesting though, I don't know how I feel about that.
Nicholas Rain, or Refn, is working on a new film called I Walk with the Dead. And it's said to be like an all-female horror film.
Cool.
I don't know what to think about it, because like, I just watched Only God Forgives, and I don't know what to think about it.
Oh, was that his last movie? It was Only God Forgives?
Yeah.
Oh
Or
God, Jesus, it's gonna be some over-stylized indie,
art film.
yeah, that's, because that was my biggest problem with that movie, with Only God Forgives. It wasn't a terrible movie, but it was just like, All right, dude, you're like really in love with your camera shots here. You're just like, oh, look at the stuff I can do. Look at how Ryan Gosling has no personality at all. That dude kind of turned into a Ford in that movie too. He's just, I do nothing. I say 2 lines in the whole film. Ugh. I don't know. I like Ryan Gosling, but some of his films, like he needs to adapt the whole thing of doing basically kind of what Bradley Cooper does from time to time, where, he does lower budget films, and then he has a really big blockbuster, then lower budget, big blockbuster, kind of jump back and forth, dude. Don't just be like, I'm doing only indie.
And then he's in Pain and Gain 2.
Who?
He's in Pain and Gain 2, the sequel.
Nice.
Oh, wait, Ryan Gosling's gonna be in Pain and Gain 2.
No.
Hercules.
Oh. Okay. Oh, jeez. All right. Anyways, yeah. So he's going to be making an all horror film with just women. So does it mean the killers are going to be women as well? Then I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's very vague. That's all he said, really.
Oh, okay.
The Asian chick has to die first.
Jesus. Well, at least you didn't say the black one. All right.
It might be. It might fucking be. He might just be that racist.
Let's just say that minority probably might die first. I mean, granted, we did see. I've seen like one movie where the minority doesn't die. And
I've seen one movie where the nerd doesn't die, and it was pretty fucking good, actually.
What movie was that?
Cabin in the Woods.
I thought
No.
You and me have to have a discussion about that movie, sir.
Bring it, fucker.
All right. Well, I'm not going to spoil it for everybody because it's actually something that people might actually want to watch. But I will talk to you after this podcast.
I thought it was a decent movie. It was a different take on horror movie.
No, it's a great movie.
Yeah,
but
Joss Whedon did well.
You messed up on the ending, though.
Barely. Everybody dies.
Spoilers.
Okay, that's exactly what I was trying to avoid saying. And there you go, Scott. Anyways, yes, that's why I'm saying, no, you're wrong. Nobody lives. But anyways, let's really, God damn it, I'm gonna have to, I hope I, alright people, if you haven't seen Cabin in the Woods, I'm sorry, I don't really want to have to put a splice in there, me going, hey, by the way, there's gonna be a spoiler here for Cabin in the Woods.
If you haven't seen Cabin in the Woods, just go watch a fucking Rob Schneider movie.
Alright, anyways, what other news you got there, Michael?
Have you guys seen like the new Dawn of the Planet of the Apes poster? I mean, it looks pretty badass.
With Caesar holding baby Caesar?
No, I actually have not seen it.
Caesar's on a horse, raising his like fist in
one.
triumph with like an assault rifle.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And there's
Doing
like
this
a
revolution shit.
there's like a bridge burning in the background, like Godzilla tear it up.
That's how the monkeys won. They got Godzilla, and they just took out Gary Oldman next. They're just like, you're next, motherfucker.
Viva la monkey Lucen!
Oh, that would be awesome if all of a sudden
They are apes!
if all the apes have French accents for no reason at all. They're all smoking cigarettes and eating cheese the whole time. Why are the monkeys French?
They have to have those fucking monkeys from Madagascar, though. I say, what is he doing over there?
Oh, the really British regal zombies. No, we're not going back into British regal talking shit, Scott. I know you enjoyed that from the beginning of this, but
Brandon,
no.
I missed it.
I ever so missed it. Yes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Oliver.
Hey, please, sir, may I have some more? That's what I said after Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I'm not gonna lie.
How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
That's what you said. I said, oh my god, I need to change my underwear.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because, talk about one of the best reboots. I never heard, you're really into that reboot, aren't you, Michael? Of the Planet of the Apes reboot?
I just saw the trailer last week, in theaters, and I got really hyped. It was,
Well, like the first one.
Well, the first one, at least.
the first one? Oh, the first one I liked. And, I mean, I thought it was okay, but the last part, like, really gave me chills.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, it's already spoiled in the trailers for the next movie, so.
Yeah, the fact that the monkeys get smart. Yeah.
Satan is home.
Caesar talks. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they all talk. That's understandable. I'm really
It's
interested
based
to see.
on a movie from the 70s, so it's not really spoilery.
Well, yes and no, because it's doing a different take. It's just
Caesar
like,
talks about salad.
if you don't know what Planet of the Apes is about, then maybe you should probably, learn to read or something, because
Perhaps
honestly,
read the title.
yeah, I was about to say, the title kind of
Oh,
spoils.
it's the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, Planet,
Okay.
yes.
I
not
was
a planet
confused as
for
to why
monkeys.
all these apes were here, but the whole planet is of them.
Yes, that makes quite more sense. I mean, God, I can't wait for the Idiocracy future where we have to say the planet of the very smart apes that take over the world. And they're like, oh, okay, they're really smart.
You know, the Christian version, the Planet of the Apes, we're not related to.
I want to see the Don Knotts from fucking Family Guy come up. Why are there so many apes? Why? There's way too many apes here.
You guys get on the weirdest fucking tangents on this show. I love it. Yes, I'm really digging this reboot. I actually, talk about, it's at least better than the Tim Burton reboot that he tried to do back in the late 90s or early 2000s.
That was pretty bad. Yeah,
the Mark Wahlberg one, which I don't hate, but it was just like, it's, you guys set that up for another one. Yeah,
they had great costumes and everything. Yeah. Just fucked it up. Fucked it all up.
He had the entire story laid out for him, and he's just like, you know what? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna stop caring. Anyways, got any more news?
I don't know. Well, yeah, it is kind of interesting. Doug Liman says that the Splinter Cell franchise will kind of be more fresher, newer, and younger, I guess. I mean, since he's putting Tom Hardy in there.
Oh, so they're making it into a movie.
Oh, yeah. Splinter Cell's gonna be a movie.
And they're gonna have Tom Hardy.
It got announced, way earlier this year. Yeah.
No shit.
I only remember the Metal Gear Solid movie announced.
Ubisoft is selling their titles to the biggest bidder, basically. They're just kind of like, hey, Assassin's Creed, you, Splinter Cell, you, come on, who wants some more? Who wants some more? Come on, you want Ghost Recon, don't you? Yeah, of course you do. So yeah, Splinter Cell, that ought to be interesting, especially if they go with his more, if they kind of go more of the conviction route. That'd be a really interesting take. Granted, we've already seen that movie done 800 times, so maybe I would actually like to see them just go with the pure, him just being a spy, because we've seen that, badass on revenge 800 times in film.
Yeah, I'd like to see a Blacklist style.
Blacklist, where he's just hunting down a really smart enemy who's 2 steps ahead of him.
It's like Mission Impossible, James Bond, and
Homeland.
Born Identity all thrown into one.
Yeah, the problem, the thing with the Splinter Cell franchise, though, you mentioned all those movies, and then it put a little reminder in my head. I was like, oh yeah, Brandon, this movie has been done 800 times now with the James Bond, Born Identity, all the other, basically anything with spy bullshit, it's been done. They might be able to do a different take, but I feel like they're gonna try to just go off the name alone and try to get money like that because, yeah.
Because they can.
Yeah, because they can. And
I've read a few of the actual Splinter Cell books, and they are pretty interesting.
I would prefer if they take from the Splinter Cell books over the games, personally.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, I know he died, but he
died.
Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome.
We open old wounds.
Oh God, Tom Clancy, your books are so overly explanatory. Seriously,
the Splinter Cell books are 200-300 pages.
Oh, are they less than,
Yeah, they're not 10,000 page books.
They're not like Hunt for Red October. I was about to say, where you're just sitting there oh good God, you explained the submarine. I could probably run this by myself by now.
Just, hey look, this book comes with a manual on how to run a submarine.
I know.
I'm an expert in thermonuclear physics now. Awesome.
I know. I read this book and now apparently I just joined the Navy at the end of this too. That was my training manual. Alright.
Go figure.
Yeah, so I would prefer if they take from the books anyways, because I figured the books are going to be way more enriched in the story than the games are.
They're more story than just, okay, there's a room full of enemies, I'm going to spend the next 20 minutes trying to get rid of them silent.
Exactly, because honestly, I hate to say it, I like the games of the Splinter Cell, or the last 2 at least, because the other ones are really hard as fuck. Yeah, but I like it. I like the whole premise of it, but, honestly, Sam Fisher is he's pretty boring of a character in the games, at least. He really doesn't have too much besides, I'm a badass.
Overall, he's an interesting character. It's just, when you look at increments of him, it's kind of this is...
Alright, yeah,
you gotta look at the big picture of Sam Fisher.
Yeah, if you play all the games, yeah, you probably, if you have, how many games are there, Nick? You're a bigger Splinter Cell fan. Is there 6 or 7?
I think there's 7.
7? Well, let's just say 7. You have 7 games to develop a character, you better have that character pretty fucking developed. Yeah, so that's, see, that little news story there, Mike, we got pretty much a lot out of it.
Yeah, you think Tom Hardy would be good as Sam Fisher, though?
I would actually prefer an older actor, honestly, because that's kind of
I could see like Kiefer doing it.
Kiefer would be good, but yeah, then again, everyone would be like, "What is 24 doing in Splinter Cell?"
Maybe Chris Pine, but I mean, he's already Jack Ryan.
Yeah, he's already doing Jack Ryan. I think they need to go with a more older actor though, because unless they're trying to do a young Sam Fisher, but from my experience with Sam Fisher, he's been kind of a guy in his late 40s, early 50s kind of guy. And that's what I would want to see someone, Michael Ironside, no. I'm trying to think who
Christopher Reeve.
Like, honestly, I would want to be against
Too soon, man.
Too soon, really? I don't know, it's been a while. I'm trying to rattle my head. Maybe a Russell Crowe or, I don't know.
Russell Brand.
Even Colin Farrell could do decent.
Oh, Colin Farrell wouldn't be bad, or Guy Pearce. That was the guy I was trying to think. Guy Pearce wouldn't be too bad. I mean, as long as he did more of a serious route, not.
Not Guy Pearce.
Yeah, not Guy Pearce. Well, Memento Guy Pearce is pretty damn serious.
He needs actually no, they need Sam Elliott just so that he's like super fucking deep voiced.
And Cowboy.
Yep.
Or I wouldn't even mind having a black, Sam Fisher. Just fuck it, make it
like Idris Elba.
Yeah, Idris Elba or something. I mean, there's a list of older, more experienced.
Denzel, bro.
Or Denzel. I mean, Denzel would be. I mean, dude, if you saw a Man on Fire, that is like a very that damn near was Sam Fisher, except for not doing on his own revenge take. Oh,
D-dubs, yo.
Fucking yeah, Man on Fire. Fucking incredible.
Get Denzel's dick out of your mouth.
No.
He likes them big, black, and hard.
Exactly. Michael, who would you like to see? We've all kind of shouted at ours.
I really don't know, actually. Yeah, sorry.
Jesse Eisenberg.
With some scruff. Yeah.
With some scruff. Ben Affleck.
I'm in the same boat as you. These guys are film buffs and I am not.
All right. Any other news?
No, that's about it, though.
Awesome.
I have non-film news.
You have not. Go with your non-film news. Let's kill some time.
They found what they're calling a Godzilla planet.
A Godzilla planet. Please explain
I heard about
this
that.
Godzilla planet.
It's here. Let me find the article. It's 17 times heavier than Earth. It is 2.3 times larger than Earth, and it is in the habitable zone of one of the stars that's like a few million light years away or whatever.
Only a few? Yeah, they can make it.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
And they're calling it a mega Earth.
A mega Earth. What?
Because we can't think of a better fucking name than mega Earth.
They're only scientists, and they're just like, oh fuck it, let's just call it mega Earth. I'm tired of
Gigantic terraform.
Yeah,
that doesn't sound cool enough.
I know. Mega. Why do I feel like that's going to be the next sci-fi movie? Mega Earth. Mega Earth versus like Jupiter or some shit.
I don't know why, but the first thing I thought of was like Destiny. Whenever I heard Mega Earth, I was like, Mega Earth! Oh, look, Destiny. Oh, wait. That's not Destiny.
I automatically thought of Pacific Rim, thinking like, oh, so they're going to be giant monsters coming through the Pacific Ocean?
No, it's mega. It has to be mega ocean.
Mega Ocean. From our Mega Pacific Ocean.
Gigantocean.
Gigantocean, yes. I don't know. Whenever scientists say like, oh, we found a habitable Earth. How far away? It's not far enough for us. It's too far. Then that means nothing to me.
It's 560 light years.
Yeah, that means nothing to me. I was like, we're not even close to the technology. We don't even have the technology to send a person to Mars and back.
We don't have the technology to microwave my hot dog the first time.
Well, we have that technology. I just think you're putting it on for too little.
No.
And plus, why are you microwaving hot dogs?
Because I got bored.
Do you not have a grill?
Microwaving hot dogs is easy. It's, a couple seconds.
Grilling hot dogs taste so much better, though.
It does, except for when your apartment complex is gay.
What, do they not allow grills?
No, what the fucking stupid thing is they outlawed the regular size propane tank, so now we have to have like a 2.5 pound tank, whereas like a normal one is like 15 pounds. So
you're spending like, really they outlawed the new, wait, I must have missed that.
No, they outlawed it in mine. It's in mine.
Okay. Only in your, why?
Because they
don't want you, we don't want you grilling too much.
Well, they're like, the people upstairs can't do it, and if you can't do it, you can't do it. And if you do it, we're gonna take your grill away from you. Like, fuck you. You're paying for it.
All right. All
Yeah.
right. So interesting. Basically, that is it. That's the end of our show, people. Let us know how you like to eat your hot dogs. Whether you like to eat them raw, if you like to, grill them, or you like to shove them up your butt.
Or you like to sprinkle some Denzel cock on them,
Yeah, Denzel cock on them. You get a little Denzel juice. They sell it in your local grocery store. It's called cumin. It's a very delicious. Yes. Anyways, that is it, everybody. That was Movie Thing Podcast. Let us know your thoughts about anything we discussed this week. Whether or not we messed up or not, well, you like to let us know. Anything we discussed. I'd love to hear it. We'd love to discuss it with you. Please visit our Facebook page, Bloody Screen Podcast, to find out, to be able to discuss this with us, or just leave your comments there and we will just talk about it on the actual Bloody Screen Podcast. But anyways, that is everybody. Good night. It's like, shut your mouth. It's not going to be 2 p.m. when they view this.